Okay, welcome to the E3D Planner webinar. Today, we're going to be designing events that sell before they are built. In today's webinar, it's expected to run for exactly 90 minutes, and we're going to be training, we're going to be conducting a live demonstration, and we are also going to be having a conversation. Today's host for today's webinar is Mr. Shylock Tugiasingwa. Once again, we welcome you to our 3D designing webinar. And please confirm that you can hear me and you can see the visuals on the screen. And please, attendees, you can share your name, country, and what you specialize in our chat. Our chat is open, so please type your name, type your country, and type your specialization. Specialization in what you do. Are you a decorator for weddings? Are you an events planner? Are you a corporate event planner? What do you do exactly? And we see how best to tailor our services to you. Okay, so welcome once again to E3D Planner Live Masterclass, and give me a quick yes in the chat if you can see and hear me clearly. Welcome once again to E3D Planner Live Masterclass. Give me a quick yes in the chat if you can see and hear me clearly. Okay, perfect. So my name is Shylock, and for the next 90 minutes, I'll be showing you how event professionals around the world are designing smarter, presenting better, and closing clients faster using E3D Planner. Before we begin, drop this in the chat. Your name, your country, and what you design most. Is it weddings? Is it corporate? Is it interiors? Is it outdoor, etc.? On today's agenda and expectations, let me be very clear about what today is not just about. This is not a motivational talk. This is not a theory. This is not software marketing. But today is about how professionals present ideas visually before contracts are signed off. E3D Planner was built because event planners everywhere had the same problems. Clients couldn't visualize, decisions took too long to be made, designs were misunderstood, and deals died before deposits were paid. So with E3D Planner, we solve this one thing extremely, very well. We're going to help you and show you how to design with less or no explanation for your next project. And as I can take you through in a brief tour, so if you come on our landing website, you come and search www.e3dplanner.com. This is our homepage. And on our homepage, it should be able to show you our services, our features, our templates, our approach, our contact, and everything else. As you can see, it is everything that you need to plan your events in 3D. You can always try your demo here. You can see the features that we have on our platform and much more. This is a complete 3D design platform that was designed for top industry leaders, those that are events planners and coordinators, decorators and designers all over the world, venues and banquet halls, corporate event managers, catering companies, festival and concert planners. We have been trusted by leaders worldwide. We have over 1,000 users. We have 50,000 events that have been designed through our platform, and over 98% of client satisfaction of people that have tried using our software. And the number one reason why planners lose clients is basically because they cannot visualize the setup, and clients hesitate when they can't see what your vision is as an events planner. This is where E3D comes in, turning your ideas into stunning 3D event designs in minutes, so clients can say yes faster. And as you can see, today we're going to show you how to design in minutes, not hours, win more clients faster, stay organized, and stress-free. We have a couple of powerful features that we're going to be navigating, how to create photorealistic 4K renders, devices that are supported by this software, design and intuitive controls, and a lot more. We shall be walking you through all these features. And on today's webinar, you should be able to learn. All these things about E3D Planner, and we shall also take you through and guide you on which plan is best for your business. Okay, so as we start, you can come in and press the login button, and it should be able to take you to the login where you're going to put in your email address, the password, and the rest of the information. If you've not yet, you can always sign up and then register your account for you to start designing with E3D Planner. Okay, so to start with E3D Planner, I will show you this. We shall first go on a brief tour of a project that was designed last Thursday on last Thursday's webinar. And this is a project that was designed on a live session. As you can see, this is it in 2D, and this is what it did look like. And this is what it did look like. So we did pick a demonstration of a garden. We did pick a demonstration of a garden from the templates catalog, and then we built this event in just minutes. So this is an event that is of capacity 400 guests. And as you can see, this is what it did look like. It's more than amazing. It's very gorgeous. And this is what it looks like. These are the graphics that you expect to get from E3D Planner. And you expect the best. This is pre-render, and I will as well be showing you the render quality of E3D Planner. Just to show you the render quality here, we only did the ceiling, we did the tent, and we did the table setup, as you can see. So those who didn't attend, this is one of the events that we did in the previous webinar section. And this was the photo area. It was so beautiful, so themed, and it was just perfect for the event day. So today you'll be uncovering much more of these designs, and we look forward to having a much more engaging session, and hope that you're able to learn and be able to apply these skills in your next business. Okay, so this is the project that was designed last Thursday, and this is the render. These are the renders that were created. So you can see this is the rendering engine from E3D Planner, and this is what it's able to create for you. You see the lighting on the inside, it's more than amazing. Everything about the event, the textures, the ambience, everything looks too real. And there is no other software that is going to give you something that is as close to real other than E3D Planner. And this is just rendered in just minutes. So from there, this was the second picture of our render. You can look at the textures, look at everything, look at the materials on the plates and everything, look at the environment, look at the event. Very gorgeous, you know? And then the third render that we created is this one. Very, 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 very beautiful. So allow me also introduce you to, we actually do have, sorry. So this is it from the last webinar. And on today's topic, we are going to be focusing on turning 2D plans and real locations into 3D event designs. On today's topic, we are turning 2D plans and real locations into 3D plans. Last Thursday, we did a live demo. So today we shall be doing and working with something completely different. So we have to come here and come into our account projects, okay? And come into our account projects. And we are going to be creating a new project. While creating a new project, of course, last week I showed you and I toured you through how to create an event from already existing templates like garden spaces, This is a resort that is existing in East Africa, actually Speak Resort Munyonyo. This is also another garden space that is existing. So today I will be as well showing you how to create a space from an already existing resort. So for example, we are going to use a template of Dungu Resort Beach. And before we go through the project, I will be taking you through the UI or the user interface or the basics on how the software operates like. Okay. Okay, so this is the platform interface, and the basics. This here is where you can always come and create a new project and save your project as. And as you can see today, we shall first save this project as garden design templates. Garden design template for 29th January 2026. Okay, then we do create and save our project. You always have to ensure and make sure that your project has been saved so that you're able to work in that project. Once a project has been saved, now you can customize it and do everything that you want to do with it without it having to be interfered. Okay, so the user interface, this takes you to the home page, and this is your project title. And this is your save button, your save icon. And when you come here, these are your annotation and drawing tools. Or you can come and draw walls here. You can come and draw rooms here. You can build your outdoor space in here. You can draw a space divider, floor cutter, roofing of a room. And or if you do not want to go through the stress of constructing a roof from scratch, we have an automatic roof where you have to select the edges of the wall and it will auto-generate a roof for you. You can always draw a shape or volumetry in your design. People who want to do floors, who want to do platforms, this is the feature that you can always use to create floors, and then also throw a texture on it. You can give it tiles, you can make it green, you can make it anything. You can always add wall pictures, or you can always add wall art, where you can upload images and put your custom branding into your work using this feature. You can add railing to fences, and then you can also come to annotation tools where you are able to use orthogonal dimensions, use angled dimensions, add notes for your users to get to look through and interpret the work that you are trying to share with your clients. You can add arrows, you can draw rectangles, you can add rulers, you can cut sections and add elevations, and then you can also do zoning. So this is it about drawing and annotation tools. And in this particular one, this is where you find your entire catalog for your event design needs. If you need to design, if you're looking at event decoration, the catalog is here. If you need anything that has to do with ceiling, floors, and concepts, you will select that and it will bring you to everything that you need. If you need chandeliers and hanging lights, if you're looking at drapes and curtains, if you're looking at cakes, everything, we have a catalog of over 50,000 models that have been designed for you to just come and drag and drop in this interface. The same applies to centerpieces. You'll come and pick from a variety of our vases, a variety of candelabras, and so many others that you'll be finding in this particular software. The same applies to the people. You can always add audiences of your preference. You can come and add backdrops. So whenever you get onto the platform, take off your time to always navigate and study what is coexisting within the catalogs. And then also within, we keep updating and adding new stages and making sure that we follow with the trends of what is new and what is trending. So always keep your catalogs updated, keep looking through. There's always something new that is being added into. And should you need anything, feel free to send us an inbox in case you need anything to be added into this catalog that you do not find there. Okay, tents, furniture, everything. You will take your time and navigate this entire catalog. The list is very endless, and this is the most important part of this software. On top of that, we have a table designer where you can come and manage your guests. You can either import an Excel file which has a list of your guests, table numbers, address details, mail information, and all that stuff, or you can come in and create a table from scratch. We have a very seamless and very fast table designer that allows you to create in 2D and as well in 3D. When you create in 3D, you can always change number of guests per table, or increase them or reduce them, or change the nature of table from round to rectangular to box or whatever shape that you might like, serpentine, oval, glass tables, all those tables, we have them existing. When you press the replace button, you can choose to remove the linen, and then you see the options that come with tables that do not have linens, or you say, I want linen tables. Or once you say you want maybe round tables, it will show you the tables that come with linen in the round option, or those that have no linen in the round option. It is a very diverse catalog, and we shall also be taking you through and training you on how to design with Table Wizard. It's a very easy to master tool. Okay, from Table Wizard, we come to the location and sun. When you are working with location and sun, this is to determine your shadows and how to cast your shadows. In this particular case, since we've held this meeting in East Africa, so our location is in East Africa, and as you can see, the climate is automatically adjusted to East Africa, and then the time zone also for East Africa. So you can always change this and put this and plant this location into your particular areas, and it will automatically replicate the weather or the ambience of what your area looks like. You can always come and change the sun intensity here and change the sky effects and a lot more of these effects through this setting, and then also remove the shadows, put the shadows on, and then also enable the lights to be on in your models or to switch off the lights. Okay, from there, here, this is where we're able to upload background plans. And this today is the cream of today's meeting or today's webinar. So as you can see, we visited Google Maps and picked a snapshot of a particular resort that we wanted to work with today, and uploaded it here. And once we uploaded it, this is what we had to go through. So we went and measured our garden. We went and measured our garden space. And all you need to do with E3D Planner is you have to scale, you have to go and measure just the distance from one point to the other point, and know that this was 32 feet with 10 inches, which is approximately about 33 feet in length. So with measuring here to here and getting that, and you confirm that, it's able to scale and make sure that the garden space that you're working with is fit to the dimensions of exactly what you are looking out for. I hope you're following, and I hope you're enjoying what we're actually showing you. Drop a thumbs up in the comment section if you are following through. Okay, thank you for following, and I will be continuing. So After you've uploaded your Google Maps, wherever you go, you can always, if you have a drone, if you're lucky enough to have a drone will always give you a much more clearer picture with crisp details. But if you do not have a drone, you can always go to Google Maps and check exact location where you are after conducting a site visit, and take a snapshot from that file, and then you should be able to come in here and scale it here. Always, you make sure that you're scaling once you want to start designing. Once you want to start designing, I will have to reposition this. We have messed up something. Okay, we've messed up the scaling in here. Okay, so, but I was just showing you, so we shall restore it to what we needed. Okay, so we go back to the actual settings. Good. So as you can see, good. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so now this garden was built on top of a Google Maps, and I'll be showing exactly how to go about that. Then from here, this is where you create your rendering. You cannot create a render if you're in a 2D view. Here is your 2D view. So for you to do a render, you come to 3D Global. Now 3D Global is where you view a model from you view a model from above. Okay, so this is what it would be looking like. And then also if you want to walk through your project, this is the camera effect. So it's called 3D immersive. When you press it, you walk through it, and that is exactly how it does look like. So you can always walk through your project and walk your clients through your project seamlessly using these are very, very key. These are very, very key tools to master as a person who is learning how to design with E3D Planner. So as you can see, this is it. Okay, this is a garden that was built on top of a Google map. All these features were used in a 3D Planner. So how to replicate one of these? We are going to come here, and for example, we are going to try to create maybe and give this garden a bit of, we're going to work with this other garden. So to make it very easy and very snappy, you can always come in onto our catalog. You look for trees, okay? You look for bushes, flowers, or you look for trees. When you look for trees, you can always come. If your garden had a tree, you can just come and pick that tree and place it exactly where it's supposed, where the tree was. Okay, you find a tree that is similar. If it was a bamboo tree or something. So this is just how easy it is to replicate a garden space and recreate certain surroundings and make sure that you are able to duplicate a space to make it look realistic. If you want to build a wall, I'll be showing you how to build a wall and the rest of that, but you can always come and pick all these trees that are similar and just add them to your space. You can add shrubs, you can add basic, you can add anything pretty much that you needed to make sure that looks like your garden. You always have different gardens have different designs or different, they have different flowering gardens. So when you come through here, you should be able to replicate your own garden. If you want to draw a flow on it, it is also very, very, very easy. To draw a flow, you come in on 2D and then you select this and then you draw an outdoor space. Remember to not draw a room. You draw an outdoor space. When you draw an outdoor space, it will come with no roof. So you can start your garden section from here. You select it, then you bring it there. You bring it to this point. You bring it here. You surround all the green that is existing in your garden space. You come all the way down here like this. You select down, come down here. Okay, beautiful. And then you bring it and join it exactly to where this is going to where the first point was. So as you can see, this is our garden space. And now I can select it and give it a texture or give it a material. When I come, I'll look for outdoor and I'll give it grass in case I am not satisfied or I do not like how the event, how the garden space looked like. And this is how, if I reduce the opacity, of my background, you'll notice that I have now created a garden just like that out of a 2D map. Gorgeous, right? Isn't it? You see that? So it is very easy to trace and create a garden space out of E3D Planner. And then from there, you can basically just come, if it is a concert or a kind of event that you've been planning, you just have to come and pick a particular, maybe if it is a stage that you want to replicate, pick your stage, plant it there, anything that you want, and there you go. And it becomes very easy for you to set up, your festival or your event anywhere at any time, any day. You can always add audiences if you wish to, audience seats, depending on how your event is going to be organized, or stage. You can come in and put in the lighting. There is a lot of drag and drop and make it easy for you to work in this particular software. So I hope we are all clear and we've understood this. Should you have any questions, keep them for our question and answer that we shall be going into. Now that we have seen how to build a garden, allow me to take you on how to build a hall or how to build an indoor space of any event that you're looking out for, or for any event that you might be wanting to plan with your client. Okay. So again, we had already saved this as garden design template. So I will save this again as whole design template, and we shall delete, okay, or we shall create a brand new project. So what we can do, we shall save that, and then we come to projects where your account is, and we should be able to create a brand new project. And by the way, you should always create a thumbnail for your project to avoid it looking like this in your template. So you open the project again, and then for you to always create that screenshot, you should always come in, for example, and you find the most appropriate angle for you. You come here, and then you update your thumbnail. And once you update your thumbnail, that is what your project will look like when you come to projects. It becomes very easy for you to identify it and get to know what project you're working with. So we're going to set a new project, okay? And in this particular one, we are going to have to work with a totally blank space. As you can see, it's just plain green all over the space. It's just green that we're working with. And okay, so to build a wall, what you have to do is you come in here. Again, you remember I'd taken you through this background and plans, and you import a file. When you import a file, I had already imported a template of a whole that we could work with today. And this is what it's going to be like. Okay, why do we have an error on that one? Let me try with this, I see. Hey. It has to be a JPG. This is HTML. This is also HTML. There should be a JPG. Okay, I don't see a JPG. So let me find one that should, okay, this is a JPG. Okay, so we shall upload this one. It's particularly a JPG. And I told you, you always have to go and just measure the length from one point of your hole to the other point of the hole. That's all you need to do when you're working with E3D Planner, and then the software will automatically scale it for you. In this particular case, I will say maybe from this point to this point is about 100 feet. 100 feet, okay? When we have 100 feet, we confirm that, and that is what is going to appear as our scaling. Remember, you can always come in here in your settings and change from feet to metrics, which is in meters instead of working in imperial. So this is what it does look like, okay? This is what our space does look like. And then building a wall on top of this, all you have to do is you come in here and you select your wall type. But before you draw a wall, you always have to come in and adjust the settings of your wall. Okay, for example, what should be the thickness of your wall? Our thickness here is at 4 inches, so we can make it 8 inches. You can always work on the properties of your wall here, and then also work on the height, particularly that you've measured in that room. So let's say it's a 9 feet, or let's say maybe, let's give it 12 feet. 13 feet of height, because standard event halls come with over 12 feet of height headroom. And then you can always select the paint that you need for your particular walls, and the rest of the settings, that we shall also be teaching you as you get to use the software. So once you've set that as your wall, now you come in here and you draw your wall. So all you have to do is, let me cancel this. I was supposed to start the wall from somewhere else. Okay. So we draw our wall type, and this is the space we are going to follow. From there, you come, it comes all the way like that. And then you stretch your wall here. Okay, you bring it, stretch it all the way here, and then stretch it all the way to this other side and join it. Boom. With that, we already have created our room for our hall, as you can see. The rest of these other things, these are doors. So we have doors also existing. When you come in here, when you come to the construction section, you will find doors, and you can be able to look at what a double door looks like. For example, this has a double door. So you come and you place a double door on that wall. You get again a double door, you place it there again. You get a double door, you place it there again. You get a double door, you place it there again, until you're able to create a space that is very similar to what you wanted to create. So for this case, we shall follow this plan and keep adding our double doors to our walls, just like that. Double doors to our walls, just like that. And then eventually we come. Remember, the walls automatically adopt to the doors. So you will come in and just change the hinge, and then also where the direction that you want the doors to be facing. Sorry, I'll be deleting the door. So it seems like we already have our room, and we've already created our doors opening inside, as you can see. So when you choose to walk in, this is what it does look like inside our room. Beautiful, isn't it? Now, to create a roof on top of this, you just have to come and just create a roof, this, okay? Create here anyway, or you can choose to create on a new level. When you create on a new level, all you have to do is you come, you draw, and draw exactly that, and we shall have our roof complete. Okay, so you can change the roof type. You can change the roof type. Wait, in advanced ridges and heaps. Okay, so this is where you can change your roof type. So in this particular case, we shall work with the flat roof. But in case you need a double pitch roof, you can always change your settings to a double roof pitch. To a double pitch roof, or a single pitch roof, or a multi-pitch roof. But for this particular demo, we shall work with a single pitch, a flat roof. Okay, so this is it. And when you come to walk through our model, remember now we are on the roof level. So we go back to the default level, and this is what our event hall does look like. Gorgeous, isn't it? So it is as easy as that to create a room using E3D Planner, or to replicate your hall or for your event. And then the next thing you have to do is you come in here and you are able to create maybe a conference setting. Okay, let's try to work with just chairs for conference. All you have to do is you come in here into our catalog, then you come into the furniture catalog, then you come to the office chairs. Let's say for a conference, there is a variety of them that you can pick. Then you get this particular one, okay? You can always change colors, make it white, make it red, any color of your choice, maroon, burgundy, okay? So all you have to do is you select it, and you can select, let's say, how many you want. So when you come to multiply and arrange, move with precision. So this is where you can come when you're doing with actions, and organize your guests, how many rows you want to put. Let's say you want to have, let's say, a consistent number of, let's say, 3 rows plus 3 rows plus 3 rows, okay? Then which gives us a total of this, a number of each per row. Let's say we make it 8, and that is what it should give us there. We've already organized for 72 guests. Let's say we want to organize for over 100 guests. So we shall have 126 guests coming, and then maybe we can make the middle row to have, let's say, to have 5 splits. Sorry, not 35, I meant 5. Good. Okay, which gives us a total of 150 guests. This is where you manage your spacing in terms of L width, in terms of horizontal spacing and vertical spacing, and you should be able to apply. And once you're done applying, and this is what your conference setup looks like. You can walk through it, and then also you can come in, and since you already have done using you already done using your image to trace the map, you can deactivate it, and then so that you are able to look at what your conference should be able to look like. Then you can also change the flow, and then also give it some tiling, or maybe you come in here, you change to tiles, that is for an indoor space, depending on what your event center looks like, or you can choose to use carpets. Most event halls have carpets. So for this particular one, we shall put carpets. So this is the carpet that we shall apply for our hall. And this is what it looks like. Once you're done, things like podium, stage, and the rest of that stuff, you can always come in here and come to backdrops. You'll find different backdrops to pick from depending on your particular event needs. These are backdrop components. or you can come in here and pick platforms and dancing floors, stages, or you can just pick a platform here or a stage and just apply it, okay, depending on where. And then also you can select a door and close it in the software, okay? You can either open it from the other side and change everything that you want to do here, okay? Let me just shift the door for starters. So this is our platform in this particular case. You can always change it. You can come in and put a podium and anything that you always need, stage and lighting, put truss, however you might want to plan your next event, okay? Everything you will find here and it will become very easy for you to organize. You can always add audiences and everything. So this is it about how to create. This is it about how to create. This is it about how to create an event room. And here, furthermore, as those who might need a detailed training, we can teach you how to exactly replicate your space and make sure that it is added into E3D Planner. That means you're adding your wall textures, we're adding environments, we add your ceiling settings, and much, much, much more. So this is it. And if you have any questions regarding this, we should be expecting you to add your questions into our chat or into our chat. Next session, we shall be opening our question and answer. But before we go to question and answer, we have established two things today. We have showed you how to draw and design a room of your event so that you're working with indoor, if you're working with an indoor space. And those who are working with outdoor spaces, we have showed you how to get a Google map and then be able to create a garden space out of it so that you're designing exactly in that particular garden. Remember, with E3D Planner, we are unlocking boundaries that have been locked for centuries and making it very easy for planners like you that have global capacity to be able to sell and improve your sales this particular year by visualizing more of your ideas than just speaking about them. And this is going to improve on your client satisfaction rate and then also your closure rate. We are opening our live session. Anyone who wants to ask a question, we shall be here to answer your questions. And should you want us to do a demo or something, feel free to put it in our chat section and let us know. Thank you very much. Welcome back to our live question and answer. And I see we already have questions that are coming through. Okay, we already have questions that are coming through. Sophie Kasule is asking, what is the annual subscription for this software and up to how many users for the price? We have monthly subscription, and very soon we shall be introducing annual subscription that is going to come with a discount. But for starters, we have a monthly subscription, which I will be taking you through at the end of this session. I'll be taking you through our plans and recommending which particular plans that are best for your business, okay? Miss Sophie Kasule, I request that you stay on as you stay on till the end of the meeting, and I'll be taking you through the plans and recommending which particular plan best suits your business. Maybe what you can do is in the comments, you can send in a message and tell me what kind of business you're running, or also let us know, are you an events planner? Are you a decorator? Are you, what are you exactly? Do you own a venue? So that we find one particular, we see which one we can best recommend for you. The second question comes from Ruth Ann Milen, and she has two questions, and she's asking, when I select one of the venue templates, it comes up gray and I cannot adjust it. Secondly, can you explain the credit system on the platform for generating renders? Okay, Miss Anne Millen, you are very lucky to have attended today's webinar. Kindly do two things. You are going to go and get that link of that particular venue template and paste it here so that our team, our technical team, is able to follow up with you and make sure that it is corrected. But I think maybe you are viewing on your mobile phone, and this interface works best if you want to design. You can view on a mobile phone, on your tablet, but if you want to design, we recommend using a desktop, a laptop, or a computer, or anything. So you go to your Google and you should be able to log in using a desktop, and that way you will have access to an interface that allows you to design all these templates. Okay, and then the second question is the credit system on the platform. The credit system on the platform is each particular render that is generated on the platform. For example, each particular render that is generated on the platform comes with, it comes at a cost of 2 credits, okay? So every render that you create now, once let's say you are a pro user and maybe you have up to 30 credits, that means you can create up to 15 realistic renders. So the more credits you purchase, the more renders you're able to make. The less credits, the more limited renders that you're able to create. And then also remember, plans come with particular resolutions that you can be able to render your images into. Free plans come up to 720p, then HD, then 2K, then also up to 8K renders. I hope I have answered your question, Miss Ruth Ann Milen, and kindly comment in the section if you've been answered. Even Sophie Kasule, if you've been responded to, kindly just say you're following so that we keep the questions coming through. Okay. Again, Sophie Kasule is asking, do we have some common spaces used in Kampala already pre-saved that you just have to do your layout instead of recapturing the measurements? Yes, we have spaces that have been recreated. For example, we have Speak Resort Munyonyo. All you have to do again is you come to E3D Planner, you come to the templates page, okay? And then when you look through the garden spaces, this is Dungu Resort Beach Hotel. This was at Garuga Resort Beach. This is Speak Resort Munyonyo, and then much more halls are coming in. But of course, most of these spaces are going to be coming in on special requests. And by the end, we shall already have established top spaces for each particular country. Each particular country will have the top and most prominent venues that are existing for, let's say, for Uganda, for Nigeria, for South Africa, for Asia, and all those other spaces that will be uploaded onto this interface. So for example, this is Peak Resort, Lakeside Gardens, and this is the Lower Peace Hub. If you've been there, you know exactly that this is what the space looks like. Again, we also use the Google Map to create that image. And all you have to do is you come in and you reduce the opacity, and you will have your garden right there. So this makes it very easy for you who wants to plan your event in Speak Resort Munyonyo. You see that? Okay, so this is Speak Resort Munyonyo for you, the Lower Garden, and this is the Lower Peace Hub. You can see it. That's the Lower Peace Hub, and then that is the shower for you. Okay, who else? Also, can I upload my own image for an item, for example, a particular vase or floral design? Yes, uploading your own image is very, very possible. All you have to do is you come in here onto this. I do not know what kind of image you're considering on uploading, but I'll just guide you. You come in here, you put a wall picture. You put your picture just like that, and you are able to come in and put the content and select the kind of image you'd like to upload. and then put your image. I'll be taking you through deeper into how to upload images, I think, into our upcoming webinars. Good. So Mr. Victor Banini is asking, please, can we have the recorded version of, yes, you will have the recorded version of this webinar. Kindly, our team is going to be sending you a WhatsApp group so that you join, and then it will be shared within that WhatsApp group. It will be shared within the WhatsApp group. Okay. So, okay. We shall engage her personally. We shall engage her personally. Do we have any other questions that are coming through? Do we have any other questions that are coming through? Use this opportunity to make sure. Oh, we have Lisa Tanhira. Okay. Do I have to buy the software? Do I have to buy the software which have all the equipment for it? Oh, okay, maybe to understand you better, once you have subscribed for this software, you will have access to this entire catalog that has everything: doors, stages, tables, chairs, all the decoration elements that you need. You will render in one place, you will design, you will draw annotations, everything will be unlocked if you, depending on your subscription plan. Those on free are able to test up a few things, but should you want to access the entire catalog, we recommend that you are a paid user, because you will not have access to all these beautiful features. Do we have any other questions coming in through? Do we have any other questions coming in through? If there are no other questions, I will be taking you through a live demo. Okay. Okay, I hope we have answered all. One question. Okay. Okay, recorded version. There will be a recorded version of this. Kindly, our team will share with you. We'll share with you the WhatsApp, our community group, where you can come in and we shall be sharing updates. Or should you need any immediate technical help, we should be able to help you immediately and give you fast response, and then also help you with the onboarding process. Okay, so this brings us to the end of our live question and answer. And now next, what we are going to do in the next session, I'm going to do for you a live demo. But with this live demo, I'm going to give the power to the audience once again, and you are going to request, you're going to request what you would like us to design for you. So, would you like us to design for you a wedding, a corporate event, an outdoor event, an indoor event, or a venue? We've already done a venue. We've already done an outdoor setup. So what kind of event setup do you want us to do? A birthday, a corporate event? What kind of? So put it in the comment section, and then we see which one that we should be able to design for you. We create for you a live demo. Each particular webinar that we do create an event from scratch. Okay, then also remember, as you're putting in a comment, remember to let us know of where you're coming from. We need to show you love. Put your country, and then also what you do, a wedding planner, so that we get to engage and then understand you better. Yes, we are using Stripe, which is an international gateway. So it allows payments from all over the world, be it South Africa, be it Central Africa, be it Asia, be it wherever you are around the entire world. it should be able to allow you to be able to make your payments. So let us know what kind of corporate event you'd like us to create. Put the details. Once you're making a request of a particular event that you want us to design, make sure that there is information of it's a corporate event of this number of people, so that we're able to create for you a live demo. We have 10 minutes and we're going to be creating 10 minutes of that event and then show you the full potential of E3D Planner. A 70th birthday outdoor event with 200 guest size. Victor from Ghana, a 70th birthday outdoor event with 200 guests. Okay, that's pretty much good. Do we have any other requests coming in? Lisa, also kindly attach your details about the kind of corporate events that you like. Okay, a corporate outdoor event with 100 people for a product launch, e.g. makeup. Okay, it is an outdoor event. Perfect. So as usual, what we have to do is I will use this garden, the already existing garden, and maybe let me find a perfect spot for me where I'm going to design this, my event. I'll first remove these. Being a product launch, let us know, do you want it to have a stage? Product launch that is outdoor, product launch that is outdoor. Okay, so to begin with, we come to the tents and we find the tents that are best for things that are like product launches. And in this particular one, product launch, corporate product launch, e.g. makeup. Okay, if it's a makeup stall, we're going to come in here and then create something like this. We get these particular tents, very beautiful. Okay, being that it's a makeup stall, we are working with blush, rose gold. Those are the colors, that best represent ladies, or cosmetics. So let's try to get a color that best. Then we have maybe a pink, some sort of blush somewhere up here. And then once we do that, we shall apply to all. And you see, we shall have our color palette. Okay, so this is what it is going to look like. And we shall, after that, we will need to come in and put in a small table. Of course, you come into our furniture, you find tables without linen, and there is a variety of tables without linen, one that is good for exhibition standard. There is all those options, or you can come in here. There is one particular one. It is always important to come into this software and study the catalog, because the catalog will help you make your designs, will make your designs very, very easy once you understand the models that you'd like to work with. So for example, for this particular one, we shall use this table. And of course, we need some barriers for crowd control. Okay, crowd control, or how audiences are flowing in. Okay, and then just like that, and we do the same on this other side. Beautiful. So we copy this table and paste it here. There are different stalls, of course, different ladies that are selling. So we can also come in here and depending, and then we put in our characters, our salesmen. This one is our first sales lady. This is our client here. And then also this is our second sales lady. We change her to face us. And then also this other one to make sure that they are facing us. So in the background here, we have to come and make sure that we have a shelf. So shelf and storage, you always have to come into our storage catalog. You look through the modular furniture or maybe cabinets, and then you're able to find a cabinet that should best represent the kind of event that you are looking at. And just like that, okay, we have our cabinet structure. We have our cabinet structure in there. And you can always change colors of your cabinet structure, make it black, okay? You can always, oh, these are drawers, right? This is for all the drawers, depending, okay? So you can make your cabinets and change the settings. Let's say they did have similar cabinets. Two people are exhibiting different products. You always have to make sure then about your angles. This is okay. So let's put it right there and then see. It is easier to design in 3D Global than designing in 2D because 3D Global makes it very easy for you and very visible for you to see the kind of it makes it very easy for you to see what you are actually planning or designing. So that's it. You can come in and put in your teardrops or your banners. Let's say, for example, you need to put your custom branding here. So you have to come and you have to come in here. Okay. So you have to come in here. Now this is what your 2D looks like. Of course, we shall have to correct it and make sure everything is well organized. Okay, depending on how we want our traffic flow. So that's it. So in case you need to add your personal branding, you have to come in here, add the wall picture, okay? And then on this wall picture, for example, depending on what your branding looks like, we can come in here and just get a makeup image that we're going to use for test purposes, for example, makeup banner. Makeup banner, good. So maybe we get this one, open image in new tab so that we're able to get it in its purest dimension. Then we download it, then you come here, you select this, and then you are able to upload the image here. Once you're done uploading the image, it will load in a few seconds. You should have it. And once it's done uploading, how big was the image? It has to save as a JPG. That's why it's disturbing us. So you have to always make sure that your file formats are JPG or PNG, okay? So let's check what this one looks like. Save image as, this is, why are they coming in as AVI files? Why are they coming in as AVI files? Okay, so let's try it again. I think it's because they're coming from free pick. That's why. This is it, right? That's why. Okay. So, okay, let's try to find from a different source. Which one this, eh? Or and splash, make up background images. Oh, okay, perfect. So for example, let's say, let's try to download this one. Good. Good. So it's a JPG. Good. So you come in here again, you upload, and you find your JPG in your downloads, and this is it. So you upload it, should work immediately. So when you come here, you will notice that your frame, you can choose to fit frame to image. Perfect. You see that? You can choose to make your image to have the frame, your elevation from the ground. You bring it all the way to the ground to sit. Okay. You make sure that it is sitting exactly on the garden space. And then you can always shift this frame in 2D. You cannot move it in 3D because it was built to stand on walls. So you bring it and you put it here, and this is what your project should look like with branding. Okay, so does this answer your question? And I hope this gives you a little bit of a glimpse. Now imagine how much more you can do with this if you have more time and you can sit down and design and put every particular detail that you need to design an event and see what actually it would look like. So that is a sample of what designing designing a small product launch. Okay, so now we look at a 70th birthday outdoor event with 200 guest size. Victor from Ghana. Okay, so we shall be doing that in 10 minutes. Okay, so I will save this as 29th Jan 2026. This is live event demo. Beautiful, right? Okay, so now we've built that one. And just remember to always create a thumbnail for all your events. And for today's test, it's been this one. So I'll just create a thumbnail for it. Oh, and by the way, let me show you what the render looks like. The rendering capacity of this software. For you to render this design, all you have to do, let me render it for you. So by the end of this meeting, you should be able to see a render. These are all your render settings. You can choose to do full high definition, 4K definition. So I'll do 4K definition. The cost of rendering is of course higher, and all your settings, you can manage them from mere exposure, brightness, and all that stuff. So we start rendering and we do continue anyway, and we should receive our render in a few. Okay, so with that, let's go down to, we were creating a thumbnail. So this will be our thumbnail for this particular project. Okay, so time to now look at another demo of a wedding design, 200 guests. I will use this other side. Okay, so we delete these ones and these ones. We come here and work with this garden. And oops, Control Z. Okay. We bring our gentleman here, the chairman of the function, or is inspecting and making sure everything is at par. All right, so 200 guests. To begin with, we are going to, do you want them in a tent or you want them in an open space? So what we're going to do is we're going to put them in an open space because last week we showed you how to work with a garden. So now we're going to work with an open space. So the open space, the first thing that we're going to do is design a table. So you come in here and we create our first table. I need you to tell us, do you want us to create on a linen table or on a glass table, serpentine table? What would be your preference? Glass rectangular table. Okay, so we shall pick a particular chair within our catalog. Remember, we have 10 minutes to design this, and I'm gonna make sure that we do it successfully. I will just pick one of the most favorite chairs here. So you come in here, you come to table, and then you change the table here. You first change the table shape from round to rectangular. Once you change the table from round to rectangular, you come and replace the table, and then you disable the linen button, and it should bring you a variety of options for the rectangular tables to work with. But for this particular case, I think either we can work with this one, okay, and you can view it in 3D and see what it looks like. Very beautiful, has nice reflection. And then come in here, and choose your plate. Of course, we can put blue on blue. Maybe we use this floral plate. And then before we go any further, we have to make sure that we set that we need, let's say, 4 chairs at the top, and then also the underside, we do 4 chairs, and then maybe we do not want, or we remove the ones on this other side, and then also on this other side, we remove the chair. So we have this, so we can make them 5, okay, or 4, but depending on the dimensions of your table. This was designed specifically to work with the exact dimensions of the table. So you can only comfortably sit 4 on one line, and then also 4 on this other line. If you want to make it 10, you can do 2 here or 2 this other side, just by coming and you select and you make 1 or 2, okay? So we've already put our table, so we have to come in and add a centerpiece, okay? For this particular one, let me add this one, okay? Then we come to the furniture. We've already selected our furniture. We've already selected our plate. Let's add a utensil or a napkin. We can add that as our napkin. You see, beautiful, already there. And then we can also add a utensil or a napkin. We can add a cutlery, very beautiful. We have about 5 minutes, and yes, we're gonna make it happen. And then you can come in here, select a glass, okay? Maybe also you can add a glass of a different shape, and then also change its dimensions, and then move it using these settings. So you can use this to adjust your glasses and change the direction to what would make sense for you and your guests. Anything that is missing on this table? Maybe we could add a centerpiece. You can always come in here and add anything of your preference. You can always come in here and add anything of your preference, candelabras, lanterns, lamps, anything that you might like. So once done, you can apply your table. And remember, we were tasked to do 200 guests. So you come in here and you do automatic layout. You play automatic layout. We need to do for 200 guests. So we are going to do 3 rows on 3 rows, okay, which gives us already 192, okay. And then number of rows, 4. So we come in here and increase the spacing between the tables, and then also here, we can just make it 1 meter, which we give 100 centimeters, and do the same here, 100 centimeters to give aisle width, okay? But does this give us what we're looking out for? A birthday celebration, a birthday celebration, a birthday celebration. Let me change something. If the aisle width, let's give the aisle width 4 meters, and then we are going to change the orientation of these tables. Let's change the orientation of these tables. So what we can do, number of rows, is what we can change to 3 plus 3. And then we make this 4, which should give us that. Okay, that's a better seating arrangement. Or if you wish, you can always design it. You can always design it manually on your own and arrange the tables on your own. So for example, that's it. We have our tables done, just like that. And we shall assume maybe another thing that we can do is, let's first try again to change the setting here, and then reduce this distance. Nope. That is okay. Then reduce this to that. It has done this because we have tilted the layout. Oh, wait. We've tilted the layout. Let's try it again. We've tilted the layout. Get it organized and give them the space. Okay. Then we can reduce it from here. Bring them together, create long aisles, good. Reduce the distance. Perfect. And apply. So it gives us this. Good. So which is maybe a better layout, depending on how you might want it to look like. And this is what it looks like in 3D view. Sorry, okay. So this is already how our guest lists are sitting on a birthday. Okay. And let's assume it's an evening setup. Let's change it to something of the afternoon. Will give us something much more visible. You can come in here again and remove and disable the table numbers from showing. Okay. And then this is where you are able to manage all your tables. Each table you can come in and add a guest list for that particular table. Okay. And okay, so this is it. We shall now add an aisle or a walkway for our dear guest, and maybe create some kind of red carpet experience. So you come in here, I told you always how to use the shape of a balloon. Okay, so we have very limited time. Let's try to beat time. Good, so you can always use that as a walkway and always change the elevation here and bring it back down to the ground. Okay, make sure that's perfect. So just like that, and you are able to meanwhile the table lacks a 2D image. So we shall have to fix that immediately after here. You notice that? You come in here, select your backdrop. Backdrop design of your choice for a birthday. Probably maybe you could say maybe you could put this particular one. Perfect, replace it. Wait a minute. We have very limited time left, but I believe this should be able to give you an impression of what you are looking out for. Very beautiful setup. Very, very beautiful setup. And there is much more that you can do. How much time do we have left? 2 minutes. Okay, before we close our live session, that's been it. We've done 2 live demos for you. And I hope both of you have been responded to, or you've gotten exactly what you were looking out for. The render is already ready, and this is what it does look like for the product show that we had. And design your events, like we said, effortlessly in 3D. So you can always come in here and change the saturation and all those effects. Okay, so to get started, all you have to do is you come to www.e3dplanner.com. We go to our landing page. Of course, it will have to save. Okay, you come to the plans, and allow me show you what the plans are like. Okay, or let me just get exactly to the plans page. Sorry. Oh, this is AI rendering, by the way, for last time's event. So this is also AI rendering. You notice that I had showed you the renders of this particular project. Okay, this is the render we did from the last webinar. And then after we asked our AI to add guests, and this is what it looks like with AI rendering. All you have to do is you come to AI Boost, and you come to AI Boost and you put a prompt. And then also you come to, you can also say improve the lighting and everything. So this is what AI was able to create and give us as a render. So you should try out as many of our features as possible. So sorry, let me get the pricing page. Which page is it? Anyways, I can't seem to see it, but we shall use this. I thought I'd get an independent page. So to get onboarded, those who want to be on a free plan, all you have to do is you come in here. You will be assigned one free project. Then you have one model version that you can always put. And you will have access to about 150 objects that are existing in our catalog, very limited catalog. You will be able to draw walls, partitions, and openings, basic annotations, multi-object selection, and then export JPG and PNG. But you cannot, we cannot do with sitting guest management. You will have no favorites, and you will only be having 5 credits for rendering, which is 720p. And then you will also have 48 hours of support. If you're on a starter package, you can do 5 projects, meaning you can do up to 5 different events of your choice. You have 2 model versions per project, meaning you can create 1 project and then you create 2 versions of it, one in black and white, maybe the other in red and blue, or maybe one without something or the other with something, so that you're able to give your clients options for them to be able to decide or make the decisions faster. You have access to a standard catalog compared to the free version, and you have access to the sitting guest management and table designer. You have access to favorites. You have full annotations and dimensions, stairs, elevations, and sections. You can copy to clipboard. You can do auto laying. You have image uploads that I was just showing you today. You can export to PDF. You can render up to HD, and you have 15 credits of rendering, and you have 24 hours of support. And then for pro users, these are people that are having frequent events that are coming through, big event planners. So you can already subscribe to Pro since you have more than 20 projects that you do in a year. Sorry, more than 10 projects that you do, more than 5 projects that you do in a month. So you can always do 20 projects. You have 5 model versions per project. You have unlimited catalog. You have everything that exists in the starter. And then also you have an online support, which is hotline. And then also you do also have access to augmented reality. You have access to AI rendering boost, meaning you can design something basic, render it, and then ask AI to actually add some details for you and do things that you were not able to design using 3D. You can add custom environments, which I'll be showing you in our next webinar. And then also you have access to our online training on demand. Then you can render up to 4K and 8K. You have 24 hours of email and hotline support. Subscribe to Pro and enjoy the benefits of E3D Planner. Before we close today's session, those who are interested in a one-on-one training, we do that for $100. And if you're interested, comment interested, then our team should be able to take you into our breakout room, and we should be able to reach out to you and take you on full training where you're able to create your own project seamlessly and be a pro at creating all these. We give you special attention and then teach you everything about the software from A to Z for only $100. It is a very limited offer, and we are only doing it for people that have gone through the process of our webinars, and then also those who have been able to subscribe to our platform. So we thank you very much for your time. We've used 5 extra minutes into the meeting and allow us to close the meeting for today. Should you have any questions, kindly post them into the inbox. Our team is going to give that attention in the next 5 minutes. Then we should be able to close off this meeting. Thank you very much for your time. And once again, I am Shylock Tulia Simra, today's tutor for today's webinar. Have a blessed day.